Hello, hello. I'm sure you're doing good. Sure you're doing good. Yeah. I'm sure everybody has been enjoying the videos. If you have comments, please get to or reach out to me, your boy. I remain my humble self, Eduator. Thank you, my students. Yes, I've been seeing most of my students, make a lot of give me a lot of thumbs up, but it's not enough. It's not enough because I can't just be having applause. I can be reprimanded too. Is there anywhere you're not seeing very well, the videos are not clear, the explanations are not clear? Make me know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, today we talk about partial variation. Partial what? Partial variation. Yeah, and partial variation, we've spoken about direct, inverse, and joint variation. And under those concepts, I've explained the concept of variation in those places. When you have partial, two things can happen. You can have, for example, you can have y to be partially varies partially or partially constant. If it's partially constant with a particular alphabet, partially constant and partially varies as a. I can altogether write it to be equal to k plus there will be introduce a constant here ca. This means it's partially constant and then partially varies with a. That's what it means here. Please clear this. Partially constant and partially varies with a. So you can use to compare two terms, two variables, two occurrence. That's what partial variation is used for. Let's go down to our example. I actually wish we have two or more examples, but I don't want the videos to be lengthy so that you don't get bored while learning. Yes. So I believe with this you can have the concept of partial variation and solve problems relating to them. So let's go. You have this y varies partly as a square of x. Partly means y square of x, and that implies that what y will be equal to, let's look for a constant, let's use a x squared. You get that? Then it says again, at the same y partly as inverse. This will form equation 1, please. Note that. Then y also varies partly as the square root of x. Are you seeing that? So which implies that y is equal to, let's look for another constant, b upon the square root of x. This will give us what? Equation 2. Now let's solve. Let's solve them. Let's put down the value. Say write down the expression for y. If y is equal to 2 when x is 1 and y is equal to 6 when x is 4. The expression they're talking about, they can, in another question says, find a formula that connects them. So what you are doing, you are looking out for the constant which is a and b, then slot it back into the formula. You have gotten the expression for y. That's all. So let's solve. So we can say from equation 1, they say when y is 2, yes, when y is 2, if y is 2, so I can first and foremost, combine these two together. You have, what I mean is this, you have, don't let me call this equation 1 because we're going to be having another equation. We have another equation, so I have this. Let's combine these two, that will form equation 1, then another statement will form equation 2. So here we can have y. Since y is equal to this, y is also equal to this. Y can be equal to a x squared plus b over the square root of x. Now for the first statement, we give us equation 1. They say when y is equal to 2, so 2 is equal to a, x is 1, that is times 1, plus, you have the second statement, when x is equal to 1, yes, you have b over the square root of x. Square root of 1 is still 1. So which means a plus b is equal to 2. That will give you what? Equation 1. A plus b is equal to 2. That's what when you slot in the values of y and x at the first instance. Let's go to the second statement. Don't forget, this is our formula. This is our formula. This is what we are using. Y is equal to ax squared plus b over square root of x. So here they now say now, when y is equal to 2, when x is this, then y is equal to 6. When y is 6 now, you have 6. 6 is equal to a. What is x? X is 4. So you have 4a plus b over square root of 4, that is over 2, that means 6 is equal to 4a plus b over 2. Multiply through by 2. So what do we have? We're going to be having, I want to rewrite that just straight away. You have 8a plus b can be equal to what? 12. Yes, having multiplied by 2, that gives us equation 2. This is equation 2. This is equation 2. So we have equation 2 there. Equation 1, a plus b is equal to 2. Equation 2, 8a plus b is equal to what? 12. Let's solve this now simultaneously. Please note the equations. Please, let's note this also, that y, let me write that here. Y is equal to a x squared plus what? B upon the square root of x. Because we write that when we are done, we just put in, when we've gotten a and b from our simultaneous equation, we study back into this formula, then we've gotten the expression for y. So let's go. So I have the formulas to be what? A plus b is equals to 2. And we have what? 8a plus b is equal to 12. These are the two equations that we have. So we solve simultaneously. How do we go simultaneously now? So we can solve either by equation method, or we solve by substitution method, or we solve by elimination method. But since I can see clearly, it's clear, yeah, that it's very clear and glaring that The coefficient of my b's, they are 1, 1. They are the same thing. So I think I'm good to go. Yes, I'm very, very good to go. So I can say this. Since these are the same thing, I can subtract. Let me indicate with a different pen. So I subtract the two equations. A minus 8a, that will be minus 7a. B minus b, gone. 2 minus 12, that will give us what? Minus 10. So minus 7a, so my a will be equal to 10 upon 7. So having gotten that to be that, what is the next thing that we'll do? The next thing you do is what? Just get b from any of the two equations. Since your a is already 10 upon 7, so you can say from, this is 1, this is 2. So from 1, you can say a plus b. Instead of writing a, you have 7 upon 10 plus b can be equal to 2. What do you do? Multiply through by 10. So you're going to be having 7 plus 10b equal to what? Equal to 20. So that means 10b can be equal to what? 20 minus 7. So b can be equal to what? 14 divided by 10. Can break this down. 2 here 5, 2 here 7, and that means 7 over 5. That is the value of our b. So a is 10 upon 7, b is 7 upon 5. Do you see that? So what do? Slot it back into this formula. So here we go. To slot it back into the formula to get the expression for y, what do you get? You get your y to be equal to what? A is 7 over 10, right? 7 upon 10 x squared, then plus b is what? 7 over 5. That will be 7 over 5, then square root of x here. So this is the expression for what we are solving. Thank you for joining me. If you want to reach me, don't forget you can reach me on 081 64 86 9470. For your recommendations, for observations, anything, you can reach me. Thank you very much. I will see you in flying colors.